This is called Back to the Stone Age in just 5 Bushy years. We used to stand for culture, now we endorse torture. We lied to go to war, forever leaving on our record that scar. We campaigned on protecting the environment. Now we're trying to drill in Alaska's national parks because it's convenient. We had separation of church and state till the born-agains again changed the debate. We outed a CIA agent because her husband, on telling the Iraq truth, was hell-bent. We proposed a constitutional amendment because we're scared of gay rights. And that's our always know their right, far-right establishment. We strip mine Medicare, acting as if about old people care. We're trying to privatize Social Security because they trust the stock market's purity. We claim great national security when after FEMA and Katrina, we did our own people plain dirty. We leave no child behind, while to the bottom of ghettos it's them we grind. We founded the United Nations, then ignored them, and now we embolden them with intimidations. We supremely court 2 conservatives, overturning Roe versus Wade, the first of their imperatives. Now we promote creationism by way of intelligent design, even though science says hell no to the divine. We still have more tax cuts for the wealthy to promote, further widen the gap of the haves and the have-nots moat. We had a government who paid attention to scientists. Now our government charges that the global warming results in findings because they're purists. We have barred more than all 42 presidents combined because Republicans and big businesses are intertwined and co-spined. We used to spend more on youth education. Now, we spend even more on building a prison nation. Y'all don't clap because you'll just be clapping all night. Just let it go. Just do it at the end. It'll slow me down. It's rude to the other poets. Now we have sky-high gas prices. ExxonMobil made $9.2 billion last quarter alone in gold pieces. $36 million for the year. We had the scandals at CEOs, MCI, Enron. Turn off your heat while I go on. We gave 10 times that amount in corporate welfare, while for the poor, we don't even have a signal flare. We got 48 million without health care, sick people who die here, there, and everywhere. Again, we Patriot acted, while over 200 years of our civil liberties was retracted. Some, less than half the actual mystery number, supposedly voted in 2000 to bring back honor and integrity. We ain't got off hurt yet, ain't that a pity? We used to stand for freedom of the press, now we buy positive propaganda stories in Iraqi newspapers from a fake 5-0 front leaking address. We used to farm out government contracts for fair bids, now only Halliburton contracts because they're the best at greasing the skids. We used to have a real representation in the government, now they just make a mint, while we're stuck cleaning belly button lint trying to make rent. We used to have 3 branches of power. Now we got one ultra-religious party who's topped down by taking them to a Scotland golf course tower. Our senators in Congress used to work for the people. Now they're on the tape working over the people, standing up in front of photo ops like a church steeple. We used to have a press that were watchdogs. Now they've become boneless, spineless lapdogs. We used to have a constitution and a bill of rights to prevent illegal government spying and wiretaps. Now we have a president who rejects or breaks any rules that aren't his. Man, I want to flush him and his policies like one of my craps. We used to have freedom of religion. Now we got our government watching my brethren, Florida Quakers, while the Pentagon claiming they're a terrorist threat listed for protesting the war. What a bunch of religious fakers. We openly lie to our military recruits and send them to death in Iraq and Beirut. We send our reserves, the National Guard, over there doing endless tours in someone else's backyard. You know what? We did have one real hero, Pat Tillman, the NFL star from the Cardinals who gave up all that fame and money. He volunteered to be a ranger, killed by his own men on his second voluntary tour. They lied to his family, and it was covered up by our own military government. They and Bush are the real danger. We never used to try and say God is only on our side. I don't want my seat on this Bushy, no morals, low morale ride. Back to the Stone Age in just 5 Bushy years, because we let them scare and scar us and the world with our own fears.